Hey, how you doing, everybody? This is Matt, the Detroit Minimalist, and in this video, we're talking about this truck. It's called the Ford Lightning Bolt, not the one that's electric, but it's this Ford Lightning Bolt that they make out in Kansas at a Ford dealership. And it kind of reminds people of the old Ford Lightning from the late '90s and early 2000s. So let's go straight into it, right? So the reason I bring this video up is, if you remember a few weeks ago, Ram introduced, their Rumblebee truck, right? So obviously sports trucks are going to be a big thing, especially with Ram getting back into the game. And it really made me start looking up more sports trucks. So I'm interested in getting a sports truck. Right now I have a Ford Raptor. It's cool, but I really like street trucks. I just do. It just speaks to me a little bit more. I like the Raptor, it's good, but I'm really getting more into street trucks. So that's one of the trucks I want to buy next. So it kind of led me down this path. So I was excited for the Rumblebee, but when I saw it, I'm like, it's the same engines they had before. So what I started really thinking about is other trucks, and this is one of the trucks that kind of came about. I'm gonna click on one of this because I like the color black. This one looks pretty mean, if you ask me. Look like this one has some hail damage, but essentially what these trucks are just, click on here, you can see the thing. Essentially, these are regular cab F-150 trucks based on the XL model, right? So pretty much 10-speed automatic transmission, just basic stuff. But what they do, they put that Roush supercharger on there. So it gives it 705 horsepower. It's been lowered. It gets some custom wheels. So pretty much the Lightning Bolt is like a package that this Ford dealership makes on their own. And it adds this different like decals, obviously the Roush supercharger, and it kind of resembles a little bit of, like, if you're familiar with like the Hennessy truck, the Roush trucks, things like that. And I'm just really asking, is this truck worth it? Because it looks pretty badass, if you ask me. Obviously, got the bed liner, which typically a lot of XLs don't really have. Got the custom wheels. Just a nice looking truck. Even the bumper, they painted to match the actual truck. Like you said, you see that Roush supercharger on there, man. 700 horsepower. Kind of got little custom decals in here. They don't change the brakes, standard brakes, but they do lower it. It's custom exhaust, custom seats. These usually come with the cloth seats. These got some leather seats in there. Standard, F-150 interior for the most part. I think they even add some little Ford Lightning Bolt plaques on the inside, so you kind of know. But I think the one thing about this truck, it is rear-wheel drive, right? So it's rear-wheel drive means just two-wheel drive in the back. That's the thing. But my question is, would you buy this type of truck for 60,000? And the reason I say that is that a lot of these other trucks that are coming out, even with Ram, that's gonna have, even the SRT Rumblebee, the one that's supposed to be with the Hellcat engine, is probably gonna cost over 100,000. Is it worth, getting something like that? Is it worth the 60,000? I think it is. Yeah, I know some people may not like it because it's only the two-door truck, but I think even with the Rumblebee, even though it's four doors, it's the quad cab. Have you ever seen a quad cab truck? They kind of small, man. The back seat is not that big. It's not that big at all. So I just think, I'm kind of looking at this truck. It's for a Lightning Bolt. I think this is long. What's the dealership? Long MacArthur Ford in Kansas. In Kansas, man. So I just want to kind of know, like, would you consider a truck like this? I'm thinking about it. Just kind of want to get your opinion on this. So if this is a truck you want to think about getting, I'll put the description. I will put the details of the dealership in the description. So just kind of want to know if anybody thought this package, this Ford Lightning Bolt package by Long MacArthur Ford, was actually worth it. I like it. I possibly might get it. I'm gonna cross shop this one and maybe the Roush Nightmare. In about 2 years or something like that, when I'm ready to get a new truck. I'm also gonna do a video about the Roush Nightmare as well too, to see if anybody else is interested in that and kind of go over it. Is it worth it? I know it's a little bit more than this one. But like I said, you can't beat that price. You can't beat that price. 60,000. Just let me know your thoughts, man. So once again, this is Matt, the Detroit Minimalist, and just kind of asking that question: is this Ford Lightning Bolt package worth it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Take care, everybody.